education, jobless, and underdevelopment. The question are, how will Liberians politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Taylor, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joshua Walker, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elessa Vanche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Now people come and pay. How we they eat here with me then? The son how pay they get a my husband as edition is taking for free bowl. I was there to you know it's on say we the mic is here say na we mo stop never go running down there.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, now why you to us? You even claim to even be the hero on your experience, but why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. Not just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping the breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things. But we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made it one country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. I will like drama 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 drama. I live you all sama 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 sama. You wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not not give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama, 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 hey. I will like drama, 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 hey. I live you all, sama, 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 hey. You wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You dance assassin, you wish haunting, now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama, 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 hey. I will like drama, 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 hey.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. Princess Alexa Vanjakoli is pretty seated today. We are here on a wonderful Monday afternoon. Today happens to be the first day of the month of December 2025, remains the year. And so, let me ask you, roughly about 11 months ago, we were here telling you about your 2025 resolution. We are now at the end of the very year, beginning the last month of the year, which is in all of you to be grateful above all else, above all of the different situations. You should be grateful that you are alive. For those of you who have the chance, the ability to listen to us via the radio, it means you are not in prison. It means you are not in the mortuary. It also says you are not being transported to the cemetery. People suffering. And so the fact that you are not in the prison, you are not in the hospital, people suffering. You are not at the funeral home, or better still, to the cemetery. You give the rescue. You not give him the people what they want. What a pleasant way to welcome all of you. During the course of the weekend, President Joseph Yuma Boyka celebrated his pre-birthday, and of course, this week on Sunday, he was able to celebrate his birthday in Bombay County. Prior to the birthday celebration of JNB, the Liberian president complained about people insulting leaders in the country. We will play that audio. Alexa and I will play the audio. He made that particular statement in Bon County during the course of the traditional chiefs and elders meeting in Bon County. The Liberian president criticized Liberians for insulting leaders. Not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rest. We'll play the voice of the Liberian president. President Baga said Liberian people let to insult leaders. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a good practice. I don't know what's running through the minds of Alexa right now. I don't know what she's processing, but trust me, this is going to be one interesting topic. While we are into the business of it, there are a series of Bukas construction companies, and again, Liberian. And of course, hopefully, we're going to be inviting Charles here during the course of the week to give us sufficient information relative to his discovery of what he believes will be some clandestine deals East International, apparently, he got himself involved with from an alleged perspective. Hopefully that Liberian journalist will join us during the course of the week to discuss on those issues, plus other Bukas construction companies in the country. That's not all the menu for today's presentation. We're going to be looking into a particular developing story, a member of the centrist movement Kanyo Babala's movement, the centrist movement, a member of the movement decided to quit supporting that institution because, according to him, centrism is not about choosing political side. If you are a centrist, you are not supposed to be worshiping any politician. According to that particular individual who was once a member of the centrism movement, he said they did not join the centrism movement to go be laying down in front of JMB feet and be singing praises to him. No, according to him, the way Kanyo is taking the whole centrism to be, like backing people whole day, baking people, celebrating, supporting. That's not what they joined. And so he tendered in his letter of resignation on today. Yes, he resigned on today. He tendered in his resignation, rather. And he's saying he's no longer going to be part of a CEDU centrism movement. Because centrism itself means you got to be in the center, you got to be in the middle, you got to be neutral. How can you say you centrism, man, when CDC Bay headquarters, you don't talk about it, UB Bay headquarters, you talk about it. You appreciate UP for building their headquarters, but you refuse to appreciate CDC for doing the same. You say you from the centrism movement. Joe Baga celebrate birthday. You do plenty of birthday posts. Joe, we are celebrating birthday. You can do one post. And so the guy said, no, that's not what we join. It would have been better you tell us, hey, we're joining to come be licking, the party people feet. And since that's what you won't do, since that's what you won't be doing, licking people feet. For me, I got integrity. I got respect for my name. Oh yes, I got integrity. I'm not going to be prostrated before these people in power. If we are centrists, we're supposed to be in the middle and not beggars, not bootlickers. We're not supposed to be cheerleaders or better still choir stars for the Unity Party government. All of these plus many other conversations will form the basis of our edition on today. Right here on the People Station. Keep playing star 255 star 1 hash today. The people who won the television, those who won the fan also came for their prizes. We still got one more fan to go. The winner will be coming from Wade Marshall, hopefully, to join us to pick up his fan. The telephone guys already took their telephone. Those who won the rice already took their rice. Watch out for more prizes coming up. But on today's edition, we're going to be paying you $5,000 if you are lucky to be one of the winners. And all that is required is for you to keep dialing star 255 star 1 hash. The more you play, the better your chances are, my people. Let's take a break. When we come back, LSI and I will rumble into the issues of the day right here in the Republic of Liberia.
You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. I want to ask you one question, that who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you.
Before Ramstar for Liberia, from the center to interior, Ramstar keeping us safe, let's stop in crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it. Grounds for all our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it. Grounds for all our.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. Alexa, the court say they saw another person who they know said in the Capitol building, so they want to add the person to them. Jerry Yobo, Representative Jerry Yobo of District Number 12, Monserrate County. Good afternoon. I mean, that's anybody who will hear that thing will just start to laugh because these guys are terribly confused, and to a greater extent, this is becoming foolish. I mean, I've gone out of patience to address this thing from a polite perspective anymore. I mean, the thing is just messy, and to think of it is the fact that
how did they found him?
That people who are supposed to be lawyers and good judges will keep entertaining any kind of bull crap in the name of legal process and so forth. These burgers know who burned Capitol building. They know who set the place ablaze. They know who did that because they wanted to put pressure on Fanatikova, to give up the speakership. He did that honorably. They got their pound of flesh in their hands. They know who burned the place. Let them go provide information. You bring in Jerry Yobo. The next time again they will say Judah Jikin Rabo, is part of it. But that's exactly what it is, my dear. Good afternoon.
So I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However way you're joining us, would like to say welcome to Freedom Hub, especially on today's edition, December 1st. Wow.
Oh yeah, today is the 1st of December.
So we're here, and I remember just yesterday. It was like yesterday when we wished everybody Happy New Year's Day, and here we are in December, just trying to end the month. So I would like to say Happy New Month.
The year is ending. The year is ending,
and the fact that we have seen the 1st of December, it says a lot about God's goodness, His grace, His mercy, and how far He has taken us, even in the midst of difficulties in this country, and how the country has been governed by the people who are supposed to govern this country the right way. But I also like to say, please brace yourselves, as we have always said every new month. Brace yourselves. December is here. We don't know what's going to happen the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks in this month.
That's right.
So let us all brace ourselves. Let us all remain resilient, and just hope for the best. But we have a lot to talk about today, as always, and I think it is good being back on the radio, especially on this brand new presentation. But just the little comments you made about a new person has been added.
Yeah, Representative Jerry Yobo. Jerry Yobo.
To a list of suspects.
Yeah.
It is really funny to me.
The man was never indicted from the beginning.
The person I expected to resurface, their name to resurface, is Priscilla Cooper, by the way,
because she was the first person who was connected and they let her off the hook.
So if you had said her name has resurfaced, that was going to be something for me.
It would have made sense. Yeah.
But Jerry Yobo, I don't understand it. So I don't know how they're doing this investigation. I'm not a professional investigator, especially when it comes to the security aspect of it. I still don't understand how they're doing it. Is it by installment, that when they're not okay with you, and then they're going to bring you on board and just add you to a list of suspects that we already have, or we've been talking about? And if you guys already know, I wouldn't say if you guys, it seems like
this thing is
just who is the culprit.
They know,
but you keep running us in circles.
The guys know
we're people who do not have sense in this country.
No, let me tell you the thing. Right, Alexa. So it's like when we were coming up, somebody used to come from Arago and come out to us. They got something called fighting medicine. In the Ivorian French, we call it piton. So they come and say they got piton to give to you. So sometimes they chop your skin, get some green leaves and stuff. They say that the medicine and put it in your body,
So that means you'll be able to fight or what?
Good. So once they give it to you, the next thing everybody will think is, unless I can fall, unless I bought you, people got to kind of waste water on you, or they got to come pee on you before you come to yourself, right?
That becomes a whole narrative.
So at that level, if one person who we know is a holder of that piton, that 40 medicine from Ivory Coast. So if that person is around, for example, if the person is around and you walk up to the person and slap them, or somebody from our base just walk up to the person and slap the person. The person ain't do nothing to you, but we know that the person have 40 medicine.
Like you want to test it or what?
And you know, yeah, I mean, apparently you don't know that the man got 40 medicine, and you went and slap him. So once you slap the man, those of us who know that the man got 40 medicine, you know what we do? We hold the guy.
Because you don't want him
because you know that if an attempt to allow the guy
you probably
who
die.
you finish slapping to leave you and run behind you, when I got bought you, we got to go find PP to come pull PP on you to wake up. Now, what am I trying to say in connection to this case? These guys in government have the notion that Fonanti Kofa is well grounded internationally. I mean, just people other than just suffering from auditing. The main target of Fonanti, because he had the speakership. So they thought, look, let demoralize Fonanti, let put Fonanti in one corner. I mean, it will keep him in a way that he will not be able to do a lot of stuff. Because other than can travel right now.
No.
Except for extreme medical, conditions. And James will not last in sick, therefore you move from in the country. No, it doesn't make sense. So Fonanti is that guy who got the 40 medicine from Ivory Coast, the Piton. And he kept sitting down. And the guys came up and slapped him with some kind of illegal removal and allegation of burning Capitol building. Now they finished slapping him and ran away to got their speakership. The men won't go retaliate. They're grabbing him. This whole case thing is like holding the guy who got the Piton. Because you know that an attempt, yes.
Yeah, you don't want him.
Because you know that an attempt for the man who got a Piton who you slap and you ran away, an attempt for the man to be released.
That's the problem.
That man walking to you when he bought the hair out of you, your eyeball will start receiving current at LEC. They know the kind of connection JFK got. I mean, look, let me say this to people. Let people know what's up. Apparently, the Liberian people know some of the reasons these things are happening. These guys know the clandestine things that happen at the legislature during the whole speaker, wahala. They know how they manipulated the budget, how they spend outside of the budget. I mean, these are things that are also connected to money laundering. They know all of these things. They know that an attempt to give JFK the ability to fly in and out of the country, that plenty trouble. And that's how some people are just blessed. You don't try them easily. You look for your own trouble.
Oh yeah.
Because the only thing about whatever, it almost like you grab one puka fish, side the river, dress out your horse. Once they're not in water, that fish just fighting for. The only thing the fish fighting for to get contact with water. Once they get contact with water, you finish. They're going to order the arrangement, and the rest of it, you better find. So all of these things they are doing, they are only intended to keep Fonanti grounded, keeping off the international phone, because certain things telephone call can do it.
No, you have to be.
Certain things you got to go there in person. You got to go there and sit down face to face. I said, look, this is what they did. This is what they did. And because they know Fonanti would do it, they know he has the ability to do it. They know he might do it. Get the different conditions. So they said, look, we're going to take risks with the ball. We wrong the ball already. We outside know say not the ball when they play. We told a speakership. We know who when they play some kind of way, but we will not create a situation where he can't be free here. That ball can go and be locking up. That ball can go and explain his side of the story, and the white man can start putting sanctions on us. So we're keeping grounded. And so that it doesn't appear like we are keeping only one man grounded and we are just beating one man. Let's grab other people and put the people around him so that it appears like we are not targeting him. And that's why people that didn't see them being targeted wrongly. That's why people like Abu Kamara and the rest of them, including the very Kofa himself. Because the reason why you were doing all of the unnecessary bull crap up Capitol Hill was because you needed him to succumb to your pressure and give up the speakership. That's why you took out the 2 chairs from the cabinet, from the joint chamber. The next day the joint chamber burned. In your Gabriel did not speak to you in dream to move the 2 chairs. Those 2 chairs were not on. Rain were not falling in joint chamber. They say, oh, we took it from in the joint chamber because rain will fall in there, so you can't get soaked because we use it tomorrow. No, you have police officers minding the joint chamber. In fact, it is the joint chamber that the Committee on Westminster Finance, the Crockett G Committee on Westminster Finance, used to do budget hearing. So the police protected the 2 entrances to the joint chamber. So on what basis now were these guys taking the chair from the joint chamber to carry when the very joint chamber was being protected by people? So they know who burned Capitol building. These guys know. The border in power know who burned Capitol building. If Capitol building was burned by somebody, they know who burned it. If it was not electrical fault, then they know who burned it. But because they know that the frontier is a boy who was just sitting there by himself, he got a run 40 minutes in a piton in him, quietly in him, nobody just and bought him. They said, no, when we allow the men go after the people who bought him, he will cripple most of the men. So let who in. Let the angle come down. And you don't do that to people. You don't do it. Look at the kind of nonsense Jerry Yobo. Like today, you know what Jerry Yobo? You took months to draw up your indictment. That today you put Jerry Yobo inside.
So what becomes of Priscilla Cooper?
Priscilla Cooper, who you arrested, you did not allow go to jail because you say there was no female cell.
So the women who are
yeah, but other girls committed crime. They seen there your phone place to put in to lock them up. Oh, you didn't call Priscilla Cooper back, but you know, even Totman, who birthday we celebrated day yesterday. Yeah, Cher Totman. That's his real name, Alexa. They had a group in calling Cher Totman. Cher, whose birthday we celebrated day yesterday with Omer Simpson and November 29 people. He had 27 years. He used to take the ship and carry on the sea and take a cigar and put all the gear inside Antoinette Totman in. Or then put it inside, you know, be doing what on the sea. At the end of the day, 27 years came to an end. Today, Totman House in Harper is one of the most vulnerable. In fact, Zogo can be smoking there and poo inside. Totman House, Bonkante, hey, you know, see Totman Farm, Bonkante Banga, on the main road. Nice place. It used to be nice though. Today, the tapper they can be putting rubber. They can be packing rubber. That sting rubber, they can be packing it to you. Provided Totman guy in Morovia. Oh, Totman provided Nyama, nothing else. He's done. He gone. You know, the Topper manager in Bento there, Topper house in Bento. No, you started a wet flower in the hallway in High Addington. What do you can see there? Nothing. Ellen, you're maintaining your own president. We are maintaining your own finish. Tango can they would have been eating it, but they may not be able to maintain it. The power you're playing with, the power you're thing that your God on earth, it will finish one day. It will finish. I can imagine that people can go to Totman House these days and say, you know, see Totman Cherry and say, your grandfather did this to us. So you're in power. Do what you want to do. If you think you got the authority today that you can infringe on the rights of others, especially when you know what you are putting on them is something that you know deep down in your heart that they did not do, but because of politics, you keep putting other people's children, other people's parents, other people's fathers. You keep suppressing them in one place. Continue. You know, yeah. What if the government lasts for 1 million years, like Totman, 27 years, he became former president. In fact, he became late president because he died there. He died in power, Alexa. I think since Totman died in power, we see any president who not die in power yet, right? Okay, do. And Toba 2, yeah. So Totman died in power, then Toba 2 died in power, Do died in power. Okay, so that Totman started dying in power, when he died there. Toba died there, Do died there. Charlie when the kid Charlie rapping, go to Nigeria. Yeah. You know, Ellen resigned. You know, yeah. You can call about them born nigga, they want to fight war. You know, down during 20 election, but Joey said, look at your foodie. That who you coming kick? Me call Joe Baga and get a job to them. You know, it left with Joe Baga to choose whether you want to leave from there or. But at the end of the day, it's just simple. The country existed. The country continued to exist after these people left out. So you're in power. You keep go run beyond Jerry Yobo. When you finish, go to the rest of the other members who are in the I didn't call it block, rule of law block. Go there and go put them in jail and say all of you are guilty, you know, or you are suspects. At the end of the day, this will not do you any good. You have a country to run. Focus on it. But I know why they're doing it, Alexa. The essence of doing this to introduce the thing is because the defense counsel will be arguing that, oh no, you can add a man there. You know, you can bring the man. If possible, the man who you want add there, you have already programmed the man, and you know, and when the man comes, the man will start lying on us. If possible. And you know, so defense counsel will not want to allow that to happen. Like Alexa, they accuse you of stealing the microphone to the radio station. Why the case started, then people can say to a part of it. No. If possible, Austin coming to tell us, hey, yeah, that's true. But I mean, unless I didn't send to set the microphone, if possible, she can stay. If possible, you bring in the man for different reason. So all that time the defense counsel will be taking to be, rejecting that move by the prosecutors to introduce a new, how they call suspect, the court will close because the court coming over break. By the time the court close, then the jurors who they already selected, that the prosecutors are not kind of satisfied with, they will now have justifiable reason to disband the jury. I mean, the entire jury to disband it. So the jurors can go home. Because once the court is closed, you can keep the juror there for that particular case, consistently. So when you disband it, they go home. Then behind the scene, they will start collecting the beginning who will be able to receive $250, $300, $500, $1,000, whatever the amount, behind the scene to say that true, that they may not do it. Because the essence of the juror is to listen to the case, listen to all arguments, and at the end of the day, to go make decision. So part of the reason why they are deploying all of these delay tactics is to disband the current jury, so that they'll have jurors who will fall in their line, jurors who will listen to them, jurors who will decide to implement their persecution order. I mean, persecution order, not prosecution. Persecution order. They want a Paul experience. They want a Paul used to do the cheering of God in the Bible way back, Damascus and other places. Persecution. I mean, that's what it is. So they want to have jurors who will be willing to execute their persecution order against these individuals. But like I said, one day, people will confess with their eyes open in this country on who burned that Capitol building. If at all, it will him be what burning. If an electrical fault, somewhere, somehow, the revelation will come. But they got to stop politicizing this case. These people need their freedom. If for any reason you think the Piton ball will won't bot the man who's slapping, you're just begging, say, my man will beg you. We won't leave you. But you must commit to us that you're not fair. They are all men who slap you. We know the man wrong you. The Piton man, the Piton can get hard when sun shining. Once the man anger is down, you can talk to him, you will leave it. But to keep holding the Piton man down when he got other things to do, you leave. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair. For me, I think they're just targeting JFK because they fear that he will be able to retaliate from a diplomatic perspective, internationally too, though. And that's why it is. But we got to go to other topics. Except you want to wrap up on it, then we can go.
I mean, this entire case, I think it tired a lot of people because the time frame, it keeps going. We know sometimes it doesn't just take a single day. It keeps going, and people will forget exactly what happened. And all of a sudden you're going to have new update, and then the update will be very shocking that people who are not practically, we know sometimes you have new developments, you have new leads and all that. Maybe someone's name has come up that this person is one of the suspects and all that. This case is such that we don't even know how to describe it, because it has been ongoing for how many months? More than almost a year, probably.
And the sorrowful part of it is the fact that these people, children, are still in South Beach.
And that's what I want to say.
The other puppy growing
titty. We read a medical report.
Yes.
Right here the other day. I think that was 2 months ago.
Correlating the allegation of torture. The other puppy growing titty. He titty getting beat at a woman titty.
And there were medical recommendations for the people to seek help.
Still, somebody who is supposed to be judge.
To seek help.
Somebody who is somebody who is supposed to ensure that the law is followed, denied a motion for people to go seek medical attention.
Imagine.
The other people growing titty in prison. Their health condition reducing on a daily basis. All of the examination conducted proved that they were tortured. They were malhandled. And those things created medical complications for them.
And one of the recommendations says these people need psychological, examination.
They won't get it from South Beach. They wouldn't. They won't get it from South Beach. The other people who today hanging, I mean, that man may develop breast cancer.
Ugh.
He may develop breast cancer. Where in the war, the defense counsel will say the our people then were tortured. The judge say, okay, let's go carry in the hospital to prove whether for true they were tortured or not. The hospital say yes. The examination we conducted are in alignment with the allegation of torture that they said they went through. And the judge still say They made them go back to Sobi.
So do you want them to die first?
Come on.
'Cause-
How do we allow politics to override the sense of reasoning and professional ethics that we have? I mean, this is, I don't know how to call it. They can call it, say, we're in court, a sub judice, some kind of yama, language. But by the end of the day, whatever the case is, you guys got conscience, man. You go to churches, you go to mosques, you worship, you got children. How do you feel when your relatives, your kids are being treated the way John Yanti then being treated?
And in fact,
and the rest of the people being treated,
just taking
Eric
these
Susan then being
people
treated
for medical examination doesn't automatically mean they're not going to be a part of the case. No, since you still have them as suspects, they're automatically still suspects. But they need medical examination, a proper one. Psychologically, they're not okay. They're traumatized because they were tortured. And those are things in the report that we read.
Y'all continue.
So if you're able to have these people to be checked medically and get the attention they need, I mean, I don't know.
And today, December 1. Today, December 1. The funny part is when you ask any rescue supporter in the country right now, I says here, they are not even calculating to know that we are in December 2025. By the time the month ends, we're in 2026. Arrogantly, they're still parading and thinking they got 6 years. Look, sometimes don't allow the power to overwhelm you to the extent that your sense of reasoning will disappear. Lead the ball. You slap the piton ball, he will. They sort of travel to other places and go lobby for medical, supplies and different things. You keeping them politically. You're keeping them hostage. Because in the American travel outside Liberia, you have limited his power to represent his people.
Mm-hmm.
There were powerful governments before this government. There were powerful governments before this government. There were powerful and tyrannical presidents before this president and this administration. The fact that those administrations did not last up to the time we came. It should tell anybody that no matter how strong you think you are, there is a day of reckoning. Just stop it. And I keep telling Gregory Okomo, you are not brave than Jote, and you are not brutal than Jote. Also, Atway is not brutal than Jenkins Scott. Just a minister, you're not brutal than Jenkins Scott. Omen Baga is not brutal than Charles Taylor. No, he's not brutal than Doe. So regardless of who you think you are or whatever power you think you possess as an individual, one thing you should understand is that there were more powerful, feet sitting in the shoes you are in today. And someday, sooner or later, you'll be history. Then I remember we'll choose another sheriff in town. Now, how do you feel when the same unjustifiable actions and political pressure and political power you are exhibiting on Liberians? How will you feel when same is being applied to you? That it kind of common thing you can think about. Because you got power, one day you have boom, boom, boom. All the convoy and you ride. Gregory Okomo, you understand that in 2017, he was in charge of the police. Between 2018 to 2023, Patrick Sulu was in our office. He used to park on the sidewalk when Patrick Sulu convoy coming. Alexa? Yeah, he used to park on the sidewalk when Patrick Sulu convoy coming. He should understand that beyond all reasonable doubt, for whatever the reason, at the end of this administration, he will still be parking on the sidewalk for another police director to come by him. Maybe out of courtesy, they will speak to him and stuff. And so don't allow the position you occupy to make you take some inhumane decisions. You fabricating stories, keeping John Yanti in hotel to lie. We'll get you the other money. We'll get you the other money. How the hell you arrest somebody who you say Boy Capital Building? You don't get a man to jail, but you get a man to hotel. You feed him into the hotel. Come on.
The stories are so...
What sense does that make? And today you are going for Jerry Yoba to add on to the list of people you say Boeing Capital Building. I mean, this is on seriousness. But no wonder the government filled in the indicator that has to do with rule of law. The MCC scorecard, you fill the rule of law component. And when you continue to fill the rule of law, you continue to have a lot of challenges in other sectors. Just the last time, Vice President Joe Baka went to the port and started complaining, there is no job, and this one, the other one happening in the country. Yeah.
As we wait for one payment, our partner, it takes time. For negotiation takes 2 years. Our people are now waiting. This is not us 6 months, 2 years and more. We are struggling doing now to follow our business with job creation. This is a low-hanging fruit we must take. We are struggling doing now to follow our business with job creation.
No. It is not clear. Let's go and get a clearer version. But the people inside Alexa, the men went to complain that our people ain't got job.
Yeah.
Job creation is a major challenge. Some of the reason why the people ain't got job in the private sector is because you are not prioritizing the rule of law. Nobody want to invest in a lawless country, in a country where laws are not regarded, in a country where a few group of individuals see themselves as the law and gospel. When you do that, then you expect the people to come and invest. Let me try to play his stuff. But let's say that's the point. That's the point you're making. That's the point you're making. It's just uncalled for.
This is like you know it is really funny because like everybody keeps talking about we are not against the fact that we want to know what happens up Capitol. Mm-hmm. No, everybody has said that over and over again. Mm-hmm. And I think people have even forgotten that they said that because this whole case, every day you have news stories and the stories are, are unfolding every day. These stories are not making sense to some extent because you try to understand the different stories. You try to understand just the different instances, but then you try so hard, you're not going to understand all these things that are coming along. So what happens next? The first question everybody asked at a point in time was about the same thing you just said, mm-hmm. The guys who were there providing guard for the Capitol building. up to today, we don't know who they were or who they are.
That Angel Gabriel told the 2 men to take the chairs from the building.
Of all the updates
before the fire could go there.
From this investigation, I stand to be corrected, but I did not get any of the updates that pointed out the people who were there, account of what happened. No, we're yet to get that. Nobody told us, the police officers that were there, like what they saw, how they saw what they saw, what happened prior to, the fire. We don't know what happened. They broke. The president went there and he said what he said. Moving forward, Greg, along with his men, they proceeded.
Why do you want to keep adding up the suspects?
So what happened to Priscilla now? No question on it.
The police came out with a whole investigative report, and it was from that report they were able to draw their indictment list. They hired Priscilla Cooper there, they remove her. Also, all that time you didn't know that Jerry Yobo and this and that and everything they were part of it. But let us not even dwell with that part. Because the point is, the mere fact that you refuse to bring those who removed those 2 chairs from the joint chamber before the fire, the fact that you refuse to consider them individual of interest is a whole red flag in our whole investigation.
And it seems like you're at home and you have 2 children fighting. Yeah. So you came as a parent, and Alexa is fighting Austin, for example. So you already took Alexa's side, and you don't care to investigate Austin.
No,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
All the people who were investigated, they were all members, or they're members of the rule of law. You're not members of the quote-unquote majority.
So the 2 members of the majority bloc who took the 2 chairs from the joint chamber, why were they not invited?
You didn't talk to them.
Because the first thing any independent police force will do, look, my man, we ain't say that you burn the place.
Of course, we just want to know.
But the chairs been sitting down in a room from the day the whole fighting started.
So what happened? What prompted you?
And the whole room,
get these chairs off.
Yesterday, a few days ago, the room where y'all been doing your budget hearing. We've been providing protection for the room. Our officers are assigned in the hallway. All the 2 hallways leading to the room, we get officers assigned there. The whole ground of the Capitol get officers assigned. Why you people took the 2 chairs and carried them in place? And right after you took the 2 chairs, you carried them in place, the next day, the fire came. Some police officer will ask that question, go sit down in the chair, and watch the body language of the 2 individuals as they are explaining. Look, when somebody guilty, that's why the police officers supposed to go to school. They're supposed to train them. They are supposed to be knowledgeable. Just by reading the body language, after asking the question, and lay back and read the body language of these 2 lawmakers or whoever you'll be inviting, you will have a lead. Something will build up. Like we said, we are not security experts, but something will build up. Your natural instincts will tell you they may ain't talking something serious. Because on no condition there will be any justifiable reason for somebody removing the 2 chairs. Maybe that whole chair thing that the people going on to move a fool from behind the whole conspiracy. Because nobody in their own mind. I think somebody told me, yes, one of my teachers said, for you to spy, in school now, for you to be able to spy, you should be smart.
Oh yeah, to understand where you're gonna get what.
There was a doorman can spy. Yeah, doorman can spy. Equally so, greedy people, cheap people can do that kind of bad political operations. Oh, you won't burn the whole John Chimba, but you won't burn 2 chairs because you want to pay money for the next day to go buy 2 chairs. Alexa, yeah. Oh, you want do yama, you want to have rigs.
So the thing is,
but you want buy new chairs.
Of building questioning.
Yes.
We would have gotten to a point where we understand.
Some kind of story going to come. Yeah. Yes.
But no, we're just here. We're just talking about it.
Why did they remove the chairs?
We don't have any.
Why?
Exactly.
And somebody said, "Oh, the men in high price company tell you why they remove." No. Let the law enforcement officers call the people. Let people then go to court. Let it go. Let it go before the judges. The very jurors who are being recruited. Let them go and stand before the jurors. And let the defense counsel ask them, look, Mr. My lawmaker, you are one of those who took the chairs from the joint chamber and took it to some kind of research room, what kind of room downstairs. Why did you remove the 2 chairs? And afterwards, the building got burned. Some man police people who are not political, who do not have political loyalty. Police people who not get green t-shirt on their blue clothes. Police people who not get blue t-shirt on their blue clothes, blue and green, as CDC and UP. Police people who ain't got no political party affiliation will ask those kind of critical questions. And trust me, I got key serious man people in the police. Papi then who's down? Papi then got issues. They are angry with how the whole investigation went. Oh yes, I mean these are people who been in the police force since the Tobo, I don't know, a small Tobo town, Doe town, they've been there operating. Educated Papi then said, no, my son, I think you be talking to real the serious thing. That's the first place. The second place is the commander who are on ship that night. Mr. Commander, where were you? Where were you? We brought you here to provide protection for this Capitol building. We didn't bring you here to protect yourself. Look, you see in Europe, when football game playing, they got some people on the stadium they call the stewards.